When you work a lot, you learn a lot about the filmmaking process, and you are, in a way, an active part of the filmmaking process and a filmmaker yourself. And Mike has been working since he was 9 years old. So while this is his directorial debut, he's worked for so long that I think it's a very amazing and natural extension of the work that he's been doing for so long.
Tessa, amazing job on this film.
Thank you.
I absolutely loved it.
Thanks so much.
I love the character of Bianca. Bianca and Adonis have taken a step back from some of their professional goals.
Yeah.
How has that changed their marriage together and individually?
I think it's changed their marriage quite a bit, to be honest, because for Adonis specifically, I think boxing was not just a passion, it was also an outlet,
right.
In terms of being able to express feelings or frustrations. And so without that, Bianca feels like you need to get another one, sir, because there's a lot inside you that you don't have a way to deal with, and you need to find one. And I think for Bianca, she's so happy she owns a record label. It's doing really well. She is, producing artists. She is highly decorated as a producer, but there is something lost with not performing in the same way. There's some part of her that also is missing its outlet. And that's the thing that I find so interesting about this couple is we're always trying to find something that is parallel, that there's always symmetry in their struggle, which I think also complicates the relationship because, in a partnership when two people are going through some stuff, you end up sometimes taking it out on the other or,
right.
But that's what I think is so cool about them. That's what I think is so aspirational is they can work through all of those corners and come back, out the other side better, both as individuals and also as a couple.
Speaking of complicating relationships, Damien, played by Jonathan Majors, comes into the picture. He's somebody from Adonis's past. He sees himself a little bit in Bianca. Can you talk about how Bianca views Damien and how he views her?
Oh, I love that question. I really love that question because actually it's something that we talked about. In some ways, because of Bianca's upbringing and where she grew up in Philly and her life, we had this idea that actually Bianca and Adonis had this instant sort of understanding of each other in a way that obviously Donnie and Dame grew up together for a spell, but then Adonis's life changed and he got taken in with Marianne and he lived a life very separate. And obviously Dame grew up in the carceral system. Bianca is familiar with that. Men in her life that she loved were in jail. She knows a man like Dame in a way. And so there is an instant kind of acknowledgement between them. And also, I think we were so interested in a character like Dame who really, because of his street smarts, because of where he comes from, he knows people immediately and he knows how to read it and get under people's skin and know how to pull, some buttons, pull the trigger and push some buttons. And that was really, I loved that they kind of have each other's number in a way.
Michael B. Jordan directs this film for the first time. And if you would have told me this is his directorial debut, I would have said, no way.
Yeah.
This is too good.
It's really confident.
Yeah, he's amazing. So can you talk to me about working with him as a director and what his directing style contributed to Creed 3?
Yeah, well, the thing that I feel really proud of is that he made the process really good for everybody. And he didn't just make a good film, he made the process of making the film a good one. But also that he was able to bring his style. He took some big swings, stylistically, especially in the language, the sort of boxing language and vernacular of that. And I think that's a very confident, steadfast thing to do for your first time around when you come into a franchise. That's always the thing is especially the third, how does the director put their own spin on it? And I think he was really able to do that. I feel like the thing that sometimes gets underestimated about actors, if I'm honest, is that when you work a lot, you learn a lot about the filmmaking process and you are in a way an active part of the filmmaking process and a filmmaker yourself. And Mike has been working since he was 9 years old. So while this is his directorial debut, he's worked for so long that I think it's a very amazing and natural extension of the work that he's been doing for so long.
Look, everybody, top to bottom, this is an incredible film, my favorite film so far this year. And he took, like you said, he took some big swings, and I think they paid off because I have never seen, this is the most innovative I've seen boxing done on film. So a fantastic job. All around, you're amazing to you. Great job.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.